Oh, there is a path.
This is marked. This one is not.
Let me look at my... Oh, no service. I think we need to go this way. 'Cause see? We'll see if there's another trail marker.
Because we would have to go up.
Yeah, okay.
Pretty nice.
Just a little scary. Oh, it's so pretty here.
Mm-hmm.
Where are we?
We are at Veli Vrh. Or Vrh. Veli Vrh.
Does that mean anything? Do you know?
No idea. Vrh means summit.
Oh, a summit? Okay.
Yeah.
Just a viewpoint. Yeah, this is our last night in the flat in Rijeka. So we just went for a little hike up to this viewpoint, not too far from the flat. And so I wanted to answer, or we both are going to answer this question that we got from Courtney. She wants to know, what's the hardest thing or things you deal with on a day-to-day, week-to-week, month-to-month basis living as a nomad? So I think the hardest thing for me, like traveling full-time, living this way, it has to be like trying to figure out a routine. That's harder when we're traveling quickly, like spending a day or two in a location, passing through quickly, because like we just don't have time to come up with a routine. Because like in the past when we would travel slower and spend like 3 months in one location, you have time to kind of get into your routine, where to get groceries.
And what we do every day when
like
we
your
wake
schedule.
up
Okay,
and like
yeah.
the schedule.
So we would just have time to figure out our daily schedule, like waking up, making breakfast, going to the market, and we'd have like our little work routine too. Like I would work on the videos, on the blog, Kuba would go busking, and we would have like the same routine every day. I feel like that's something that I need. It makes me more productive, and it's less chaotic when you're moving from place to have a routine like that, because it does give you something like a way to stay grounded as you're changing locations. Yeah, that's the most difficult thing for me. Now with the van, it's very tricky because it's rare that we're in one location for a long time. Like in Zagreb, we were there for a month. So we had time to kind of come up with a routine, but in general with the van, it's like impossible to have a daily routine because it's different every day depending where we're going to park and what we're going to do. So that's one thing I still haven't really like gotten used to, is like not having a routine, because I feel like I need that in order to be really productive with what I want to do, like making videos and working on the blog. It is a chaotic lifestyle because you're moving a lot, so I need something to like hold on to that's the same everywhere. And for me, that's a routine. So I still struggle with that now with the van. Maybe for a lot of people who are considering this type of lifestyle, they might be worried about like, will you miss your family and friends? And for me, I do miss my family and my friends, but I'm just okay with having this like a long distance relationship with them, to where I'll see them when I can see them, but I don't have to see them every day. And the pros of living this type of lifestyle where we're moving all the time, that greatly outweighs the cons of not seeing my family all the time or my friends. But yeah, I really value being able to see all these different places and to learn from them versus staying in one place, because that just bores me. I have to be moving and I have to see new things. So that's why I like it.
With the van, traveling with the van, what's difficult to me is the busking situation. And this is funny because I thought it was going to be a lot easier because we will be like in the different places all the time. But it kind of takes a moment to figure out where to play and in the city. So you need those couple of days to kind of like set in, and also figuring out the time to practice.
Yeah.
And the space to practice too. Because obviously if you're practicing, you don't want to be doing it like when there's like lots of people around you.
Yeah.
I would like to have like certain place where it's quiet, not bothering anybody. And I'm just practicing there. So yeah, that's the most difficult bit for me,
Yeah.
I think. And other things, I don't know.
I guess the routine for you is a big one too.
Yeah, routine. Yeah, that's basically what it comes down to too.
Yeah.
With practicing, that the routine of knowing that okay, this part of a day it's for doing certain things.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's a little bit difficult. I think like I'm getting better at it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Even though we both would really like to have a routine where we can do the same thing every day, like schedule-wise, right now we're fine with figuring that out, and we're fine with doing this van life thing right now. We know it doesn't have to be a permanent thing. We don't have to do this for the rest of our lives, and that's not why we're doing it. We're just happy to do it now. We're trying it out, and it allows us to see all these different places on a budget. So that's what we like about it. And like in the future, we do hope to have a home base of sorts where we can receive mail there. We can have a little bit more of like a permanent setup, and then we can take trips out from there. Because like when I started traveling this way, I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do. And now I know that I want to be making videos like this. I want to get better at making videos and filmmaking. Kuba's working on his music, so that's what we want to do, like career-wise, if I can describe it that way, because it doesn't really feel like a job, but it is. So that would be easier if we had a more permanent setup, as opposed to living out of the van. But we'll just have to come up with like a compromise to where we can have some type of like office space for creative stuff, while also traveling as often as we care to. So I think that will be the next step, is figuring out how to make like a blend of like a nomadic lifestyle plus like a permanent place that we can spend more time at. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Another thing that's difficult when you're starting out living this way is that you have to figure out like, what do you want to do? Because you can't just plan to travel nomadically and just like act like you're on holiday the whole time. That'll get boring fast and you'll run out of money. So it's fine to do that when you're starting out. That's what I did. And then I kind of figured out what I wanted to do, and now I'm doing the videos every day. You have to create your own schedule and be productive in some way and figure out what you want to do and spend your time doing it. Because no one else is going to create a schedule for you, and you're working for yourself. But I've always been that type of person where I can just fill my time in productive ways. So it wasn't difficult for me. But I still had to figure it out. But yeah, really the main thing is the routine thing. That's something. We're still figuring it out though, because the van thing, we've only been living in it for a couple months.
I do think like we got better at it.
Yeah,
Definitely.
We've learned a lot, yeah.
Because the beginning was kind of like, it was
rough,
difficult.
yeah.
It was kind of rough.
And it's the same thing with like traveling nomadically too. Like you had to adjust to that.
Yeah.
Because we've only been traveling together nomadically for a year, a little over a year now.
Yeah, definitely.
Because you joined me after I was doing it for a bit.
And after years of having a job,
yeah, it's a lot to adjust
to go to,
yeah.
And switching to something that you just have to like create time for yourself.
Yeah, you have like all day
Yeah.
to do something. So it's like, what do? You have
Yeah.
to be creative. To me, that's the best way.
You have to be creative, but also you have to be strict too,
Yeah.
to some degree, to not just lay around doing nothing.
Just watch movies all day.
Yeah,
or whatever.
exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess that's it then. That was for Courtney. Answered one of her questions. Yeah, so tomorrow we're back in the van. I think we're gonna go check out a campsite tomorrow. Yeah, I'm excited to go back in the van, even though it's like major heat wave right now. But whatever. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. If you have any other questions for us, let me know. I am gonna plan like a weekly Q&A, I think, from now on, but I'll try to answer a question or two in the videos, because I think it's a nice way to like focus the video around that. Or are there people up there? There's people here. They were staring at us when we walked up because I was like filming. I hear fireworks or something. But anyways, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.
It's fine.